So that's the first category, those from which you cannot claim a deduction. The second category is where you can claim an immediate deduction in the income year that you incurred the expense. Now, there's a list that I'm going to quickly rattle off just for the purpose of giving information for this podcast that you and I prepared prior, but then I want to lean into you on a couple of these, which require a bit of a special mention, but it includes advertising for tenant, bank charges, body corporate fees and charges, cleaning, council rates, electricity and gas, garden and lawn mowing, insurance, including building contents and public liability, interest on your loans, any land tax, lease document expenses, legal expenses, mortgage discharge expenses, pest control, property agents fees, quantity surveyors fees, repairs and maintenance, bookkeeping fees, servicing costs, for example, to service a water heater, stationery and postage, telephone calls, tax-related expenses and water charges. So that's a list as per given from the Australian Taxation Office. But there's a couple here that we want to lean in on. The first one is body corporate fees and charges. Are they all deductible, Julia, or are there some exceptions?
Even if the body corporate sinking fund goes and spends some money on improving the complex, you're still going to get a deduction for your body corporate fees. But if they introduce a special levy to improve the complex, then you're not going to get a deduction because it's an improvement. You put that in your capital gains tax box.
How often do you see people not be aware of that particular one when you're preparing their returns?
Yeah, they wouldn't be aware of it, but more the other way, tax office auditors, my favourite people like an argument, they'll turn around and say, all special levies, no deduction for them. And that's not correct. Then if it's a special levy, you have to look at the purpose of the levy. And as long as it still qualifies as a repair, not an improvement, you still get a deduction for the special levy. If you look on the tax office's website and what the auditors follow, they just go special levy, no deduction, but that's not true. It's all applying your repairs and maintenance rules that you have as to whether it's an improvement or not.
And that's important, right? Because if you do just have a blanket rule not to use it and you are able to qualify for it, or you've outlaid the costs, it's important that you can get at least the 30 cents back in the dollar or more for the expense. So that's important to have a specialist.